Welcome, y'all. It's Tara, my love. On the beach edition for the 22nd of April. Welcome, everyone. This is the Daily Quickies for all signs. It will be time-stamped. I think I'm going to do a little intro today. I'll time-stamp that. You don't have to watch it. What a beautiful morning. I hope you can hear me okay. I don't like raising my voice. I'm going to have to do it a little when I read. Waiting for a mic. But wow. Thank you, universe. Thank you, God and Mother, for allowing us to use this outdoor studio extraordinaire. But it's been, man, this morning I had to put myself together. I think there's a lot of things. This stellium and Taurus, I think, has got to be good. It's just maybe kind of building. And 29-degree Mars in Gemini. Yeah, that's not far off of opposing my sun. It's just getting off my sun. So that's bringing up some stuff to the mind. Gemini, to it, thoughts. A lot of good insights for me about healing. Today was the keys. It was like I was like, hell's the keys, and had a really good plan. I literally meditated. I'm in a great place. Like the universe is testing me because I'm thinking this symbolizes all the little details lately that just annoy me. You need to be in a good place, and there's some little detail I really don't care about, but somehow, like keys, you have to deal with it. But I remember I look in the least likely place to find the keys. And I realize I always do this. And I thought, like, why do I do that? Because I know they're most likely right, but I don't go there because I'm afraid, like, if I go to the place where they're most likely to be and then I don't see whether I've lost a cup or keys or my whatever, and I freak because now I'm like, oh shit, if it's not here, I know, like, oh, now it's really lost. So, but yeah, it's like childhood trauma stuff is what I'm saying. It's like it really came through. My Chiron sun been hammering me, and it progressed. And 8th house energy now for me with Chiron and Aries. So, yeah, it's like fearing that disappointment. The other shoe will drop is what I call it. Like that feeling, and just wanting to put it off, as long as you can, Maybe that's Sagittarius wanting to avoid it. But no one likes that feeling, no. But just saying, that's my lesson for today. Plus, I got Pluto opposing my moon, so I'm doing pretty good. I haven't killed anyone, buried them in the garden yet. So, welcome, Aries. I'm going to start with Aries. This is the quickies for the 22nd of April. Mars is your planet, so 29 Gemini. I was just saying in my intro, thoughts are coming up in your mind. Might be pretty intense here at the anarchic degree. Good thing is, I think anyway, it's soon going to be in Cancer, which I think I got a Cancer Mars. It's a little bit challenging once it hits it, it's a ways off, but I think it's going to be a lot mellower in the world. More Cancer Mars, more like Mars is what you want to do and take action. Aries, it's your guy, man. The Aries guy. But when you stick it in Cancer, it just wants to give hugs mostly. Bless him. I don't know. I won't go there. Other things. I've read most of the most famous boxers are mostly tend to be Cancer ascendants, especially. So it's not like they're pussies, they just want to hug you. Alright. Go. We're going to pull through the deck today, guys. Strength, fantastic. Coming out of the chute. This is an Aries. Having a lot of strength. And in terms of love and relationships, not feeling vulnerable. I noticed too, this is I think the youngest strength woman I've seen in any card. Usually she's a little bit older looking. And the lion looks particularly playful. This is fantastic Aries energy. This is in terms of love, just really feeling playful and fun, and open and confident, you know. Let's see what your kind of question is here today about lovers. Your question today, so about lovers. Let's see what the outcome's going to tell us. But boy, this is a very sweet, you know, boy, look at the combination here. This is kind of you, what your energy's like right now. So I'm kind of, with these cards too, I think like the best thing, I'm water. Just look at the picture. Really, do I need to say anything? Here you are. Beautiful. Just beautiful. And you're in that state, you know, thinking about your lover, wanting your lover, that kind of thing. It's really interesting. I can't wait to see what we get for your outcome here. The Ten of Wands. Okay, I'm going to clarify. Ten of Wands. The Six of Cups. Okay, this is just because you're strong and you're in a good place and you're sexy. That doesn't mean the next person you meet, you're gonna pull in the right person. But I think with the outcome here, it's about this person, and this is a combination of, like, can I put it, like being in the romance phase and, like, I think like overlooking a whole lot of things that happen that are red flags. Like, count like 10 red flags, like red flag city, but you're kind of lost in this energy of you're really the lovers. You know, I think like this, you've taken your energy and putting it really into love and passion, and boy, you know, when an Aries does something, it gets done. But I don't know, I think like maybe this is not, you might find it's not the one you want to put it in, you know. This looks to me like, you know, waking up in the morning after having beer goggles on, and you don't recognize who's in bed with you. That's a metaphor. You know, coming out of a romance phase too, energy of like, wow, what the hell have I got myself into, Aries? So thank you guys. That's the quickie read for the 22nd of April, 2021. Taurus, here we are, going through the deck with your read. And I was just looking today, this morning, because I was saying in my intro, I'd put myself together this morning, so I was kind of looking at everything carefully. And we've got the sun, and really it's been a big conjunction, Venus and Mercury, and of course Uranus. And Mercury is the lower octave of Uranus, Uranus the higher octave, the higher mind. And you've got the love energy there, and you've got the sun. It's just got to be a whole lot of healing, you know. But I don't know, for me, it's been like, it's a whole lot of emotion, you know. So Taurus, here we are on the 22nd. We're looking at the Queen of Cups. So a whole lot of emotion, could be, and around relationships this is, and how you're feeling. Emotional, but not vulnerable. But you know, you look at this, I think it's really beautiful. The Queen of Cups here, she just looks so soft and inviting, you know. It's got a real Cancer energy to me. So really being into feelings, you know, understanding emotions, understanding other people's emotions, and being the queen, being sensitive, being able to give, coming from a position of strength. If you love someone right now, where your love energy is, Taurus, and it's your day now, your month, you usually do get a high. Your sun is a lot. Excuse me, maybe a bug. It is the tropics. But you know, I think channeling this kind of energy in terms of relationships is gonna also be a big kind of balance for you, and it's maturity too. Not the kind of person make a mistake, give their cup lightly in love, that type of thing. It's a good place to be in where you're at. And what's this going on? So you're watching this reading because of Ten of Swords, you know? Who puts 10 swords in the back of the Queen of Cups? Because that's you guys. That's not your partner there for sure. And then the Two of Swords. I don't know. Keep clarifying this out. we'll see with the outcome card. But again, I think these cards, I don't know, the art of something about them. You can see them here in this light. Getting the dawn light now. So, what's going on? I wanted to say vulnerable, but you don't want to think of the Queen of Cups as vulnerable. But if this is a new kind of deck for me. Kind of does look a little vulnerable for the Queen of Cups. It's not that commanding. Yeah. And even the Queen of Wands in this deck is a lot softer looking, and so maybe there's a certain vulnerability. And there's you let people in, they can get to your heart. Even the Queen, when she takes a lover, I mean, she's got to tell the guards to leave eventually, right? And that can't be good though. That gotta be how you feel. I'm sorry. If you're resonating with this, look at this. So we're confirming. I mean, probably the reason you feel, I have like a pictorial, the reason you feel this is because you know. Even like you don't know, you know. And if you're watching this now, you know. It's like it snaps. Because we deny, I've literally been there. Like I knew. I literally said, I know. And I just like don't want to look through your phone, but I know, right? But, yeah. Taurus. So if you're wondering, then yeah. And just did your reading for May for singles and couples. There might be some help there. I can't remember exactly, but it's in our videos, links below. Thank you guys. Like, if you would, just if it resonates especially, and appreciate everybody subscribing. That helps a lot. I want to get to 1,000 so we can go live with these. That'll be fun. Here now, if I do something complete, I'm a Sagittarius, who knows what I'll do, right? But you never know. So here, this is kind of appropriate for Gemini, finally. We're talking to on the 22nd of April. It's just, again, this deck I keep saying is so different what I'm used to with the gilded. And it's such a softer Five of Swords. And I always see Five of Swords as really kind of vicious energy. It usually is going to be conflict, If it's something in your own mind, probably not here because it's a love reading, something about how you are feeling around love and relationships. There's something going on with someone else. Could be someone in the past, don't know yet, right? But feeling that conflict with them, having the arguments in your head with them, Geminis, that kind of thing. It's tough energy to be in, been there, done that. 4 Cups, you're ready to let this go. This is important now. I want to see what the outcome is now. We're reading through the deck, so it's preordained from the time I stopped shuffling. I love reading through the deck. I don't know why I ever shuffled. Let's shuffle, get them ready, and go. Okay, guys, just look at that for a minute. These cards, like they read themselves. It's like a picture, pictorial. Both of those guys could be less interested. So this is definitely you. I don't think this is you really arguing with someone right now. It's you in your mind just really arguing with someone, almost like you might be such lost in it, like maybe you don't even know it, but maybe your lips are moving a little bit, type of arguing with someone, like hard arguing. Because maybe you can't talk to them. Maybe they ghosted you. I don't know. I mean, God forbid, maybe they died. But, sometimes with the relationship, it's like they died. I've had that. I love someone, they ghost you, and it's like, they might as well be dead. Yeah, in a way, it's like it'd be better because at least you'd know they didn't leave you. They just died, That's a terrible thing to say. But from a selfish point of view, you know what I mean? But you're having this like debates with them. I think like you're ready to just be done with this, and this is switching to the feelings, from the Swords thoughts to the Cups feelings. So, and a lot of this stuff with the Swords is just so we don't feel the feelings. But now you're feeling the feelings. Maybe that's where you're at now, and that's okay. Like cry right now, cry, get it out, feel the feelings. I'm a Cancer, Moon. It's not. I cried this morning. I had to put myself together this morning, and it's okay. That's how you get it out. Let's see what happens once you get it out. 4 Swords. You just need some healing, man. Wow. I mean, this is really kind of a beautiful reading here. The 5 of Swords, the 4 Cups, and the 4 Swords. This is you stuck in that. What I said. This is you deciding that you're going to accept it, you're going to feel it, you're being very brave, you're being emotional. It might feel hard now, but you're healing. This is what's going on. This is fantastic, Gemini. Yeah. Maybe look to yesterday's reading. It's already up on our link below on our page, and for May, and you could look at the heart spread and the singles. I'm thinking for you, one or the other, you might find something there that's more help. Okay. Thank you, Geminis and Cancer. We're reading through the deck this morning on the beach. Thanks for joining me here at dawn, 22nd of April. This is how you're feeling in and around relationships right now. King of Pentacles. He is not the Jim Morrison king in this deck. That's King of Cups. And yeah, this is Ethereal Visions deck. Okay, but a very regal King of Pentacles. So in and around relationship energy, this is you channeling your most mature self, your best self. It can be very strong, very projective. This is good, great energy. This is you don't need anyone. You can actually take care of other people. You probably do somehow. It'd just be natural for you, be easy. It wouldn't be like a thing like, my God, I gotta pay my mom's rent. It'd be like, yeah, I'm paying my mom's rent. She's on Social Security, but you know, she's my mom. That's King of Pentacles. Huh? Not sweating it. Great energy. Can be projective too. And then the Four of Pentacles. So, wow. Look, the difference here. I mean, a King of Pentacles, like I say, probably not gonna be the one on a dating site or pounding the pavement. You know. So in terms of love and relationship, this could be speaking to an existing relationship. And with the Four of Pentacles, I feel like there's this energy that it's not really a hanged man energy. It's like maybe almost as if the relationship itself, you might see this in the progressed composite chart, if you know a little astrology, but let me know. It could be very helpful, particularly if it's been a long-term relationship. But it's just like it's just sluggish, just stuck, just boring, just not going anywhere. You know, you go through these cycles. I've been married 25 years once, more than once, 25 years. You know, you go through these cycles, and maybe you're in kind of that low cycle. What's going on? Ace of Swords. I think this is very good. Something needs to talk about this reading. Show this reading. I will keep it simple here, Cancer. And, you know, look at the couples reading, not the singles, the heart spread, the one that's on your mind reading for May, and see if there's some advice there for you. But this is just talking about this, you guys, and you will. It's like, really, I know you will. Maybe, I hope from this, it'll be like, I've had this happen for years and years. Someone will say something, and I'll go, you know, they're right. And I'll know exactly what they're talking about, and I'll go do it. And that's why I do tarot. It's been very helpful to me. So hope that's helpful to you, Cancers. Thank you very much. Here comes the sun. And speaking of the sun, Leo, your Lord is the sun. Here's to your Lord. But I'll be honest, real quick, I had a little tussle with the sun. I finally told the sun, I said, look, you son of a bitch. I don't care how big you are. I said, in a couple billion years, you'll be gone. I said, I'm an eternal thing. I was never born. I'll never die. So I said, you know, I'm not your bitch. That's what I said. Not sure if that worked out well for me. But okay, Leos, is for the 22nd of April. Here we are. This is you in terms of love and relationship with Sagittarius energy. That's me. So that's good energy. I don't know why Temperance is a Sagittarius card, though. It should be the Fool. But one thing about this too is Jupiter. Look to your chart. What's Jupiter doing now? It's in Aquarius. Yeah, so could be squaring you right now. But that Jupiter square to the sun or something could bring that energy of wanting to do better, you know, for yourself, wanting to master your visions. But it has a lot to do with inspiration, positivity, wanting to take, could be wanting to take chances, but coming from a really balanced place, with temperance. Like you kind of got your stuff together. You're not punching in the dark with temperance, But there's an energy to me with it here and how you're feeling about relationships. Um, that's very Jupiter. Really look at, because it could be Jupiter, could be aspecting anything in your chart there. Just we know with the sun kind of where it is, and the magician. Okay, this is an amazing combination. Are you trying to kind of look at her and then look? Are you trying to manifest someone here, Leo? Are you like deep into manifestation? And I think that's what's going on. And I got a really good feeling about it. I don't just want to stop here. Congratulations. Let us know what you manifest. Leo, see your reading, which will be coming tomorrow for May. And no, we'll do the next card. But wow, I mean, this is like you could kind of do anything, guys. This is you could do anything. And you may have been, this is something you've been working on too. This is a quickie read, but this is speaking to something you've been thinking about, planning, working on. And by working on, I mean at a deep level. Like maybe you've been working on yourself because you need to prepare yourself. Maybe you're working on your body. Maybe you're doing yoga, walking, running, working out, literally, and getting yourself into this place, really good place. And like you're ready. You feel like I'm ready for love. It's a love reading. I mean, if this was a work reading, you'd be ready for work, baby. You'd be banging them, but it's love. Let's see what you manifest here. It's the bottom of the deck. We're gonna get it. We're gonna see what you manifest in the sun. Two of Pentacles. Okay. Wow. Clarify that one. Okay. Two of Pentacles here. I think this is literally about manifestation. I'm speaking to someone who's working on manifestation. A Leo, of course. I really is anyone who's watching this. I don't know. You watch, I don't think there's mistakes, though. I watch a reading that's years old by mistake, and it resonates, right? It speaks to me and helps me. So, this is really great. It's like you're manifesting two solid options. Now, the only trick with this is that they are two solid options, So unless you're someone that can do the menage a trois, no judgment, that can be a tricky one because I think I really got wow, it's like you might even be like, holy shit, this stuff works, because for real, both of them, for real. And the Nine of Wands, that's going to cause a lot of conflict. Two solid options, that's going to cause you a lot of conflict. There's going to be actions involved. You're going to go out with both of these people. I'm going to get a little specifically. I don't know if it's one person. This is the story here. You're going to go out with both of these people, and it's not going to be fun. It's going to feel like work, but you must be drawn to them. I think you're drawn to them because you see that you manifested these people. You manifested these people, and they're real, and you're really, but they're not. They're causing you a lot of problems, So you're manifesting the mirror parts of yourself that you're in conflict with still. So think about how, if this hasn't happened yet, as it does, if it has, think about it now. In what way does each of them bother you? I mean, in which way is it difficult for you to relate to them, stresses you out? Like, okay, this is the energy here to me in this position right now. This is the energy of your drained. Like you come away from someone and you don't feel better, you feel drained. If you're energetic, if you're in your body, you feel this, and this is something like we all really pay attention to. It's that Lilith energy too in the chart, Mars. It's that more Lilith, it's an instinctual thing. So you're coming away drained, and I think from both of these people, and I think it's because you manifested a spiritual growth through relationships, which is what all of this is about. Is what we're all doing. It's why we're social creatures, So what are they trying to tell you here? The Eight of Cups. Wow. Amazing. What it's saying literally is you're going to walk away from both of these. Okay? But let this be, because look at this Eight of Cups. He's very thoughtful. Almost looks like a hermit card, doesn't it, guys, Leos? So when you walk away, you learn something from this. And your next manifestations, it's like literally you'll make adjustments. We're still going back to Temperance and the Magician. It's like a scientist. They won't say like they failed. They said, they had a negative confirmation on their experiment. And they move on with the experiment and try again. Okay? That's a heavy read for the 22nd of April for a quickie here, Leos. But thank you, guys. And now Virgo, our favorite sign. Sip of coffee. Here at dawn, we got the great light, Virgo. 22nd of April. Here you are in love, how you feel in and around relationships. You little devil, you. So, with the devil, it's scary. Go ahead, I don't know if you're Virgo with Libra in your chart, you can't look. You're looking away right now. Your eyes closed, aren't they? Are you like clicked off? Devil. No, I laugh because in this position, how you feel, and I mean, it could just be like you're really sexual, Sometimes that's not bad. I mean, especially in a new relationship, somebody's got your eye, but to me, it involves beyond the Capricorn aspect of it, just being a little obsessive, I guess, that obsessive kind of part of it. Not addiction, it's a love reading. So being kind of addicted to love, maybe being addicted to their text, to someone's needing them, wanting to hear them, wanting to have sex with them, really. I mean, want them maybe early kind of energy. And Queen of Wands. I think this is a Cancer person you're dealing with, probably, or water sign. Water prominent. If not, then definitely that Queen of Wands, which is a mature person but a person that's sweet and caring, and because this is not your typical Queen of Wands, see, very confident. Look at how relaxed, like the King of Cups, but look how relaxed she is. She's not one like attacking people, and it's a little cat there kind of person. And I think though, but being a wand, you see the sex. This is someone that would very likely have fire Mars in their chart. I bet you. Okay, and they're firing you right up. Maybe they got an Aries Mars. That would do it. I want to see where this is going. Spirit. Hanged Man. So, you're Hanged Man. I think kind of what this means right here is kind of going nowhere. We'd have to look at the May reading that's coming up for you, and we have the end of April in too. Might have some advice. That one, it could be advice in the singles or the couples read. But let me know what you think. I don't know, you might just go on with this kind of energy with you guys having basically a relationship, but it's kind of not really going anywhere, like in the near future. But like it's kind of neutral. So like basically I'd say this, like if you feel pretty good right now with what's going on, that's just going to go on for a while. I hate to feel like neither of you want to take it to another level because maybe it'll break it and you sort of don't want to do that. Okay, Virgos. So now we're going to do Libra, and this is the 22nd of April here. Libras, we're pulling through the deck. And thanks for joining me on the beach. Like and subscribe, please. It helps a lot. I want to get up to 1,000 so we can do the live readings here. And this is you, in and around relationships, the High Priestess, how you're doing, what's on your mind, what's in your heart, in the area of relationships. So now one thing too, I think with the Fool starts our journey here. It's almost like being born, right? Pretty much. And the High Priestess and the Magician are number 1 and number 2. And that's sort of, to me, it's like when you hit the ground, you brush yourself off, you're looking around, you're seeing what's at your disposal, and you're really kind of feeling like who and what you are and where are you, But it's a highly intuitive energy too, and divine feminine energy aspect of the magician. It has to do with manifestation. Has to do with manifestation at a higher level. This is not the manifestation of money. This is a person that's spiritual and wants to manifest in terms of love. Would almost definitely want like a soulmate or a life partner. Okay, maybe a twin flame. Nine of Pentacles. I'm not really sure right now if this is the person that you're thinking of or if this is you. Often it's the mirror. We pull these things in. But this is a very nice energy. If it, either way, if you take the High Priestess in the Nine of Pentacles, you have an amazingly mature, calm, centered, grounded individual here. So whether that represents you or the person you're pulling in, and if the person you're pulling in, I think it is you, so kind of the same difference. So what would that mean? It mean that they would bring to the High Priestess, the High Priestess to me is kind of like Neptune energy, and the Nine of Pentacles, that's Saturn energy. So, Neptune has to be grounded in Saturn because, we aren't just spiritual creatures here. We also have to pay the bills and eat and that kind of thing. And it's a great balance for you. Let's see where this goes. On the 22nd of April, thank you guys, and Judgment. So I'll clarify this here, Libra, but look to the May reading upcoming and to our existing readings here. Either the singles or the couples, I think you might get something here. But you're going to have to make a judgment. But this is going to be like a calling, like you're being called to action in your life. And again, I told you, like this is the High Priestess. She ain't looking for sugar daddies, and he ain't looking for a piece of ass. This is someone who's deeply spiritual and committed to their spiritual journey. And, what's going to be involved is really, you could also look at it, if you really are this priestess and you're grounded with this Nine of Pentacles, you're 100% ready to basically, to me, it's like being asked to step up into the stream of our life's purpose, the screaming winds of the Tao, and it's answering your calling, that kind of energy, and it could involve a relationship here. So it would involve a relationship that, really speaks to your soul and makes you feel understood somehow, but involves some kind of release for you. Maybe this is a very stable energy, and for you to allow yourself to really fall fully in love for this person, it would involve Libra, a little bit of fear, a little bit of effort. You can kind of see it there. Like maybe almost as if some other part of yourself has to die as you commit, to your soul's purpose. I know the spiritual life, I always thought, boy, once you do that, everything will be great, it'll be like heaven. And the spirit said, oh, thank God, you're ready to grow, okay? Here's the divorce. Okay, thank you, Libra. Scorpios, 22nd of April. Thanks for joining us on the beach here with the dawn sunlight. Guy and Mother's allowing us to use the studio today. The best studio in the world. Thank you, Mom. Here we are. This is you. This is you. Scorpios. Three of Cups. You Scorpio devils. Rule the genitals. I know. Yep. It's no joke, though. Scorpios are no joke. Three of Cups. This is your energy in and around relationships. So, nothing wrong with it. It's, but a lot of times they say, this is when, supposedly, this is the wisdom of Facebook and stuff. This is when you find the one, right? When you're not looking. This is not looking. This is just being happy, having fun, doing your thing. You're not bothering anyone. Good for you. It always feels like Gemini energy to me, like kind of flirting around and, a little here, a little there. Not really being heavy and settling down dwelling down into anything, you know, drilling down into anything, and then you get the world. What I just say? This is the energy. It's like they always say, like when you're like this, you know, this is when the one comes in. And it's a love reading, so you know, yeah, I know you're the world and not your relationship, whatever. No, this is like exactly like that. This is like you mean the world to me, you know. You give me the world. You know, it's a very romantic thing here. Um, and I think that's, let's see who they are. I'm kind of interested in who they are here. You know, it would involve too someone that makes you feel like you're leveling up, like, and it could feel just that, like if you're in this energy, marriage is the last thing on your mind. I'm thinking it's just the last thing on your mind. It's like, just who cares? But then someone comes along, and the world can be you. When you go from being single, just fuck marriage, just being in a committed relationship, your world changes. Everything changes. You know, no matter how you want to say, like whatever. No, it changes. It's impossible. If it doesn't change, then something's wrong. You know. So to call it a leveling up, I don't know. It does, I think, often represent a leveling up in our growth. Relationships are growth. Relationships are how we grow. Let's see what's going on the right side of the deck with the Fool. Okay. Boy, we had this. I swear to, I'm not smart enough to stack the deck that deeply anyway. Trust me on that one. I can barely. I don't know how I made it this far. But you got the World. Okay. Now, last card in Major Arcana. So what comes after the World? Fool. And you start the Fool's journey over. And it's cycles we go through in our life. It can be 7-year cycles, 10-year cycles, Saturn cycles, 30-year cycles of Saturn. Very common. Uh, Periods of growth. You'll see it in astrology when you get significant transits to your ascendant. But yeah, go for it. Absolutely go for it. Look at it. I hope it's shining in the dawn light. You can see it pretty good. I love this card. It's the greatest Fool. Yeah. Wow. Good for you, Scorpios. Invite me to the wedding. Thank you, guys. Sagittarius, brothers and sisters. I feel like I got like a confession, or I'm in like a Sagittarius support group. It's like they go around, like in adult children of alcoholics. I was in that for years. You know, it's like, you know, hi, I'm Dave, and I have a Sagittarius sun, Jupiter, Mercury, and Mars. And everyone goes, hi, Dave, welcome. Yeah, it's not easy being me. That's when you start talking about how hard it is. We won't do that this time. This is your reading for the 22nd of April. This is you, how you're feeling in and around relationships. Fuck, I'm sorry. That's not good. That's a reason to maybe watch a tarot reading. You know, this deck is strange. It's like it's dark in some ways. You know, it makes that pretty dark. It demons of our mind. You know, it changes the. I'm not used to this deck yet, but it definitely changes the meaning because it's. This to me with the Nine of Swords really emphasizes how these are thoughts in our own mind. Not to diminish it, and they're probably caused by interaction with someone else. You know, what they did wrong to do that. You know, left you, slept with your sister, brother. I don't know. But it's the emphasis here is the thoughts are hellish and they're in our own minds. And to me, the Nine of Swords different than the Eight. It's like you really are just kind of in hell, and you kind of got to sit with this a minute. In my opinion, I'm a Cancer Moon. And the only way out of this is through, and it's through emotions because it's all thought. So first of all, just feel all of that stuff. Stop trying to put it off and just gasp for air or whatever and sob. And because really you want to be done with that, and you haven't even had the 10th sword yet. There's like you kind of need a little more, you know. And look, the Page of Wands is kind of like that. Take some kind of small action to move yourself out of this energy. Get literally like a box of Kleenex and play whatever songs or whatever movies on a loop that you get in your bedroom alone. You won't die from it. And actually just cry and really feel this, whatever that it is that's running around in your head and kind of torturing you, kind of being tortured in your own mind, huh? And let's see where that's going to do. The King of Wands. So the Page of Wands brings the King of Wands. So there's a couple ways to look at this. You want to look at this energetically. I think this is exactly confirming that it's going to work. You're going to drive yourself out of this Nine of Swords energy by going through it and taking some kind of action yourself to put you through to the Ace of Swords, all the way through the Ten of Swords. And by taking that small action, you'll feel stronger. At the same time, with the Mirror, this brings in probably a fire sign person into your life. I don't know, with here, it feels like it could be a friend, a close friend, a relative, but it could be a lover. But if it is a lover, it's someone who's extremely supportive of you. It doesn't seem to me that it would be the one that did this. You see what I'm saying? And this would be no time to take another lover. That's not the way to drive yourself out. There's another way to get away from it. This is like kind of going into it. It's being brave, taking a little step. That journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. But in terms of emotions, maybe the last thing you want to do is to feel this. My fellow Sagittarius. Yeah. Sag. I'd like to be optimistic. We don't like bummer. Thank you, guys. Capricorn, the 22nd of April. Thanks for joining me on the beach for the Morning Quickies. A beautiful morning here. Let's see. In the name of light and love, so it serves the greatest good spirit. Can you help us with our Capricorn friends here? This is you, Capricorn. How you're doing around relationships, love right now? Feeling left out in the cold. There's a lot of things I could say about the Five of Pentacles here. Let's start with left out in the cold. Comes through really strong to me. I feel a little cold. I mean, it's beautiful here. Wow. It's tough energy to be in and around relationships. Either someone's left you out in the cold, or you just feel that way. Almost doesn't matter which. And when you're in that energy, and you're looking for what to do, where to go with this, what action to take, clarify that. The Wheel of Fortune. I wanted to clarify here, this is kind of you looking for a way out of this left out in the cold energy. Kind of, it's more like, what do I do with this? It's like they've left you out in the cold. And you're not feeling really good, but you got to do something, Wheel of Fortune, Major Arcana, tarot reading. Believe it or not, right now, real soon, somehow maybe this reading, let's see what the outcome says here. Maybe you finish watching this reading, you go on to something else that changes, that leads you to something, or, this is someone coming into your life, something you notice, Wheel of Fortune, but it usually turns in your favor. So keep an eye out for it. It's like a break coming. You're looking, and you're going to find it, but what you're going to find is not exactly, it's going to be more than what you're looking for. It's going to be something for you that the universe, fate, is bringing into your life here. So actually, guys, now that I think about it, Capricorn, that Three of Wands is a lot, guys. I'm sorry. That's a lot. Because when you're in this Five Pentacles energy, just to go to the Three of Wands, just to get out of yourself and go out and actually look, spend energy, wands, or actions, that's why the wheel turns in your favor. Luck is infatuated with the efficient. You got up and dragged your ass up, and you did something when you really just wanted to do nothing. And the universe brings in for you the Emperor. Stability. Okay, doesn't matter whether this is you, whether this is your person, an Aries, maybe, but a substantial person. Either way, this brings into you a complete, the Emperor, literally the Emperor, if you tried to explain the Five of Pentacles to the Emperor, he barely would understand it. This is alien energy here, where you end up in this 22nd of April, quickie read. It's not a quickie read, you know. So there could be something going on like today that has, may seem like not that big deal. You're a little bummed, you're feeling left out cold, but boy, it's leading here to stability, strength, courage, resources, abundance, uh, stability. Amazing. Thank you, Capricorn. Let me know. We'll have your next week, the May reading coming out, and we have the end of April up. You can check that out. Might want to look at the singles, the four pillars or the heart spread. If you have someone on your mind, that's the heart spread, but I got a single vibe off of that. Aquarius, here we are on the 22nd. This is you. How you're feeling in and around relationships. Page of Wands. Where your mind is at, where your heart is at and around relationship. It's nice energy to be in, I think, for in and around relationships. It's very appropriate energy. Ace of Swords, I mean, not Wands. It's being interested in love, but it's you could be a younger person. But here I think it speaks more to someone. It's asking a question of something or wanting an answer from someone. But it's not too much. Like if you, especially at the beginning of a relationship, it's not someone coming in desperate for love and anything like this. I mean, it could be a lot worse than the Page of Swords. And it's a great place to start from. Very sincere, cuts to the point. You're not going to have a lot of delusions and illusions about love. You might, it literally would speak to someone that doesn't have a lot of experience with love, you know. But they're you're either saying to someone you're interested, they're either saying to you they're interested. And even with all the pages in this deck particularly, there's a sincerity to them, you know. If it's a question, it's a sincere question, not a manipulative question. If it's an answer, it's a sincere answer, not a manipulative answer. That kind of thing. Change. So right now, this is where you're at while you're asking the question. Like you know something has to change with this death. What has to change? Page of Pentacles. Okay, so Page of Swords, Page of Pentacles. This is your partner, the Page of Pentacles here. And death stands between you, and you're the Page of Swords. But this is new, and you're not together. There's something between you that has to die. I just leave it like that. There's something between you that has to change. You know, honestly, maybe you are together, but there's something between you that needs to change. But they're meeting your energy with these pentacles. And so, like, if there's a question, the answer is yes, you know, from them. Are they in it for the long run? Yes. Are they committed? Yes. Will they commit? Yes. Are they serious? Yes. Will they do what they say? Yes, they will do what they say. They're in alignment with you. And the fact that they're the Ace of Pentacles, it's like you say, I'm really interested in you. I think I want to have a relationship with you. And they say, yes, I've thought about it a lot in every which way and considered the details of it and and I feel exactly the same way. A very serious thing. Yet this thing stands between you guys, Aquarius. So next week we'll have the May reading out. Maybe there's more advice. Maybe you know what this is about. Tell me. Give me a message. So I love to get feedback. That feels really strong, guys. Feels really strong. I'm not just saying. Really strong feeling, you know. And it's kind of a confirmation, though. I mean, pretty good reading. Aquarius, thank you. Give us a like, subscribe. We really appreciate your subscriptions. I want to get to 1,000 so I can go live here. And that should be a hoot. Okay, thank you guys. Pisces, this is you. How you're feeling in and around relationship, King of Swords. That's good energy to have. That's you channeling that mature part of yourself, strong part of yourself, straightforward part of yourself, doesn't mince the words part of yourself. In and around relationships. So the only downside to this, it could be a little harsh sometimes when we have this energy around relationships, and you're a Pisces, you're not like Aquarius or air sign. It's can be because it's been tough before, and we've had to like toughen up, and we come in and this is a Pisces that's paid their dues and not taking any crap. It's it can be a little edgy, a little triggery, but not in a kind of like, it's triggery like if there's a red flag, it's like, yeah, I'm the king of fucking swords. I don't do red flags anymore. That's like that's from when I was a page. That's over, right? Six of Wands. So you're feeling very good about something though, very positive. And with the King of Swords and the Six of Wands, the King's wanting to take action here. I think that's what the Wands here, more than accolades. And um, passionate movement, action, Wands, forward, towards someone. We're going to clarify the Six of Swords. And look, the Six of Wands and the Six of Swords. He's getting accolades. It could too be he's getting rewards and feeling really good about moving away from something. But he would have taken actions to move away from something. Now, for a king, is that just a relationship that you're moving away from here, Pisces? This is your friend saying, good job, thank God. I'm really proud of you. That took a lot of courage. Yes, Ace of Wands. Took a lot of courage, but you did it, right? And you did it like a king. So it wouldn't have been an exit where you were on your knees crawling out of the bar. It would have been everyone else was on the ground and you just finished your beer and walked out of the bar. I don't know where I get these analogies, Pisces, but let me know if that resonates. I appreciate it. And that's the Quickies for today, 22nd of April, 2021. Thanks for joining me on the beach, guys.